Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back at Evil Within. So, I guess we're in a storyline section where we're gonna see some 2003 is when we are in right now. We're seeing backstory of her partners. In the Crimson City Police Department. I desperately want a gun. That's all I want. There was a nearly rage-quitting incident in the last recording where and here's a bloody bucket that so if these are all just going to be interview rooms, then perhaps like the fact that they didn't bother to take the blood off the bucket, because the bucket was almost certainly a pre-made asset, is kind of weird. We may have to wander around this area more than normal. And since this is 2003, these computers are way older than 2003. These are computers I would equate to something you would have early 90s, maybe mid 90s at most. If you say Crimson City Police Department is underfunded and that's why they have all these big square computers, okay, that sort of makes sense. But compared to the computers there, it's still asking a lot. I imagine by 2003 a lot of monitors like that wouldn't even work because of the connector interface, and the computers probably wouldn't have worked. So we're getting the backstory of Sebastian. And again, I guess I need to find a combination if I'm gonna find this piece of scrap paper. There's really nothing in this game that would convince me, however, to waste the time on that. See, there's just a TV here, but I see no combination. So forget that. If I can't find the combination, then I'll just move on. Yeah, I imagine the world will change when we walk out here, and it will be modern time in the city, because that's should put her in the right place. Like now, when we're looking outside, it's rainy and dark. Maybe still in the past. So Kidman is seeing the memories of Sebastian. And I think she probably walked from one room to another room.
Off with your conspiracy theories? You're getting out of control. You don't pull that in front of the captain. I'm onto something, Joseph. I don't need you hiding shit from me too. I'm not, Sebastian. I'm trying to help. I want to help. But you need to think about this carefully. Your daughter, it was a loss everyone on the force felt. But your wife is...
Myra left, Joseph. She left. When we needed each other the most, Myra left me. What would make her do that?
And see, I think Kidman might be Myra, but she would have to have had...
His daughter, then his wife? One right after the other? No wonder he always seemed so closed off.
She would have had to have complete brainwashing and complete plastic surgery to not even be recognizable to him. Let's see. Here's Myra. Myra looks like way too young. Myra looks old. Like how could that be? Unless they moved Myra's brain into the stem system. Or the stem system is screwing with them and showing an old picture. And see, this is a direct ripoff of PT. Except for the horror part has yet to show its head. I imagine we'll get like one jump scare.
Julie Kidman? She barely has any experience. And we don't even know anything about her. Send her out canvassing witnesses then. Let her see the streets.
No. She's coming with us. I'm going to train her. She's my responsibility.
Look, I know you say it's personal, and I don't like to talk about it. But we can't have your misplaced guilt leading to rookies slowing us down.
Sebastian. He and Joseph weren't supposed to be involved. It shouldn't have happened like this.
But Sebastian was supposed to be involved, and maybe Joseph too. It is possible that Joseph is hacking into Mobius and researching it, and we just never saw any evidence of that fact. And here's Myra again, and you can see more places he's searching on his map.
You've been on assignment for a week. How has it been?
Observe and report, just like you ordered. It's surreal to be on the other side after all I've been through.
Any signs of anything?
Nothing yet. I'm not about to be caught snooping around the classified room while I'm still on probation, so I can't get what they have on us.
Just earn their trust. That's all you can do now. It'll take a while, but in the end, they will let you in.
I didn't know all these police officers were characters, though. Guess the tough, hard-boiled detective stereotype is still going strong.
Our reports on Oda are that he doesn't let things slide, so be extra careful around him.
Will do, though I can't imagine us getting along well.
And Detective Castellanos. Anything you have to share on him?
Seems drunk half the time, but at least he's considerate. Is he really the one people are concerned about? He seems almost harmless.
He is known to get emotional. Just make sure to give him his space. Respect him as your superior.
And I think they played their hand a little too hard there. The lady that's doing the interview, I think, is Myra. Myra got recruited to work for Mobius, and so perhaps, like, the timeline would be totally wrong that Kidman would be the kid, like Sebastian Castellanos' daughter, but Kidman is definitely a stand-in for his kid who was dead. But yeah, the fact that it's a female investigator asking the questions and seems to imply that that's my guess. Of course, I've thought of several twists in this game that could have happened and that would have been cool, and they didn't happen. So, as a critic, I probably shouldn't say this, and it's an unfair statement to say, but I kind of feel like I might be a better writer in the broad strokes than what the writers of this game are. Now, the glass is foggy, which tells me here's where we're going to get the jump scare. And it texture pop in.
This is Crimson? This can't be real.
There's definitely also a fetish of having Kidman cut up and bloody more than any of the other characters. So we're in line with one of the later sections of the game. However, we still don't have a gun. At a certain point, we do have a gun. We do get one. But that might kind of be the end of it. Like, we don't even have a gun with no bullets. We have no gun. the story doesn't make a lot of sense if this is all real. If the beacon wireless system did somehow connect the entirety of the city. Well, you know, the ending of the main game wouldn't make any sense then if that was real. So, like, frankly, we don't know if any scenes we ever saw were real. Even it's possible that we were, from the word go, we were already in the stem system. It's possible that at the end, when Sebastian thinks he escapes the stem system, he doesn't really. Dangerous path here, but with the exception of the danger of falling to your death, we haven't run into anything that's problematic. Pushing enemies. Press A to shove from behind.
Well, he's not coming back.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't make me any happier that we can shove enemies off the ledge in this one section. Like, and really didn't need a special ability to push enemies anyways. You could have kicked them.
Experimentation has demanded more and more subjects, and sad to say, they're suffering as much as, if not more than, his previous patients. Fortunately, Beacon and the city offer no shortage of expendable subjects. I should feel guiltier than I do, but my Hippocratic oath was abandoned long ago. The scientific and medical potential of the work is too great to be denied. Mobius has also offered me a respectable amount of compensation. Promoting me to director at Beacon is not something to be taken lightly. First, however, they want me to have a reputation, publishing studies in various journals. Repurposing some of Rubin's research towards patient evaluation seems viable. I doubt he will even notice.
So, you can certainly see why Ruvik is mad, particularly at Jimenez, but Mobius in general. They stole his work, they stole his life, they took what little he had. He was crazy even before that point, but they didn't do anything to improve the situation. Like, yeah, you could have just kicked somebody off the edge. Saying you can press A to push people isn't a significantly different experience. Here we go, we'll take an axe. And then I suppose the question now is, do we have both an option to axe somebody in the head and kick them off when they're on the ledge, or will we waste our axe when somebody's on the ledge? Let's see what this does. And off we go to the hotel. And the guy doesn't even follow. These look like... I thought these might be dolls. the game might as well just refill your health completely.
Beacon is close. Can't stop now.
Like, as soon as you hit a checkpoint, it might as well just automatically refill your health to the max. This is so easy. Like, no challenge at all. Seems like you almost have to pump it to get that last bit of health, Phil. Not that it matters. Not going out the window. Did I fail the trigger or something? Nope. You just crawl over here. That was a poor placement, in my opinion. So we've seen this picture a couple times. And there's a knife on the wall.
Where you'll be living. The view's pretty spectacular, huh?
Holy shit. This is different than I'm used to. If you saw where I grew up.
The past is over. You're with us now. Here are the keys. It's yours. You'll have to take care of your own food, clothing, and incidentals. But your bank account has more than enough to take care of that.
So, that's it? What am I supposed to do?
Whatever you desire. But your assignment at the Crimson City Police Department is precedent to everything. You are a police officer, and you must live as such, and act as such.
I don't normally say this, but thank you.
You shouldn't be thanking us. These aren't gifts we provide. You have a very specific assignment at KCPD, and all of this is in exchange for that.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Don't apologize. Just show us you can do your job.
So, I'm still a little iffy on whether I believe Kidman really was raised in the cult church in not Crimson City, but the other one, which whatever that one was called. But it does seem to me like the idea here is Sebastian's wife sent Kidman to try and protect him and keep an eye on him. And so I might have some underlying secret orders that even the director of Mobius, or whoever the guy at Mobius that we keep seeing is, telling me not to kill the people. Kill Sebastian and Joseph. Ooh, this one has a number of try counters at the bottom. Interesting. Alright, so if I do this and then this, that's not gonna work. This and then this and then this and then this and then that. I ran out of steps. Interesting. Maybe I'm supposed to be filling in everything and not undoing things. Yep. The game didn't really tell me which way it wanted me to play there. But simple enough for somebody with as much experience as I have in puzzle minigames. Yeah, there's a lot of games I've been playing recently that could have done with some kind of puzzle minigame like what I just did. even just simple lock-picking mini-games when you open a door would have been appreciated in a lot of games. So, it's gonna drive me crazy if I run into the guy with the safe on his head. Because there's no way I get around that guy. Like, that's gonna be a nightmare to play.
You said I shouldn't be, but I am thankful. I don't know what would have happened to me if you hadn't brought me in.
And we've got another one of these light puzzles.
Looks like it might be my only way out.
Seems like there's a couple of different areas. Sculpture piece and seems like we need one more sculpture piece. Well, frankly, if it comes down to the beacon light enemy that we never see in the main game, which kind of implies to me that maybe we'll finally kill it for permanent, in some permanent way, or fighting the guy with the safe on his head. I think I'd prefer the guy with the safe on his head. At least then there'd be some variety amongst my frustration. So she came this way. Sculpture piece 2. There's nothing in here, which means I've got to figure out a way to get past her. Let's just find a place to hide, to refill our health. Remember, the main game had a health mechanic where you had to use your health kits to refill yourself, stim packs. I'm gonna start hanging downwards.
This is your last chance to prove yourself to us, kid. Don't let us down. Bring the boy to us.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
Like, if she wants to floor... What is that, floor 3? Interesting. If she wants to stay with Mobius, just bring Leslie to him, whether it's Ruvik or not. Like, in the end, Ruvik probably shouldn't be out in the world, but neither should Mobius, and let them two fight it out, I would say. Oh, I just had a horrible thought. What if I get into a section that's full of those water creatures? Those were awful. Wow, there's a lot of sections in this game that are downright awful. Just a urinal floating in the air. That seems like there might be an achievement towards Breaking all those creepy pictures. Personally, I think she should stay with Mobius. They're paying her well, and it's not like she didn't know she was working for probably some evil society secret organization. So bring them Leslie and let the chips fall where they may. Again, if Ruvik simply told Kidman, all you need to do is free Leslie and then I can escape and I'll kill everybody in Mobius and then go live off a normal life. Because that seems to be sort of what he's implying. Although he is crazy and would probably kill and torture people, not as bad. He probably wouldn't do as much damage as what Mobius could do, or will do.
Sebastian. And Joseph, too. I dragged you into this.
So we're in that area where a bunch of zombies were attacking, and again, still don't have any guns. And we're working around the outer edges of this construction yard. You could make a horror game in a city environment like this, but frankly, the creepy small village ideas and the haunted house ideas are more appealing. Sometimes playing to a cliche is the right thing to do. Once you get into an environment like this, the game feels too much like a first-person shooter style game, and seriously, like, I tried to hide and it didn't work. Trying to get a shot off. Well, I'm out of bullets. Well, good news is that the left bump now runs, and just all of a sudden I now have that ability. I have incredibly low stamina, but yeah, I have really questionably low stamina. I guess maybe the idea is you wait.
Damn it.
Get out of my way. Out of my way. I might be totally screwed up here. Like, there may not be an easy way away at all. And see, that is a full-on Resident Evil 4 experience of kicking enemies the entire gameplay has changed, but I've hit a save point. But even at the shot, I guess we have to reset checkpoint. Ooh, restart chapter. Can't do that. I may be totally screwed here. Like, the game saved with these characters. And now I've run out of stamina. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, wow. Just like incredibly lucky. And now that I'm really playing the game, I've really got to like try to struggle like we did in the main game with 5 bullets. Personal files, there's only one more, so it does kind of feel like we're at the end. We got that gun. Seems like there's potentially 4 more entries, so there's still room. We missed 1 scrap, and we probably missed more. The only 2 key pieces we found so far. Interesting. I would argue there's probably another chapter after this. So more than likely we'll get through this part and then we'll move on to the next chapter. There might even be 2 more chapters, because if the next chapter was just driving the bus, if we played that whole sequence as her driving the bus, okay, that might work. That might be fun. I don't know what the final boss fight is gonna be, though. Kidman is kind of just missing, and so is Joseph at the end. Sebastian just fights Ruvik by himself. Yeah. I don't even know where in the main story Kidman was supposed to be. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.